Hi friends, I found a funny story for us to read called Tops and Bottoms, and it is about a bear and a rabbit who are farmers. And let's see what kind of trouble they get into. Now this is kind of a funny book because you don't read it from side to side like most books. You read it from top to bottom because that's the name of the book. Isn't that silly? So it opens this way. Tops and bottoms. And look, what's at the top of the plant in this picture? All the leaves, right? And what's in the bottom? All the stuff that grows down here. The carrots, and the radish, and the turnip. And then up here, here's the celery, and the cabbage. So there's stuff that grows on top of the soil and stuff that grows on the bottom. I wonder if that has anything to do with this book. Uh-oh, what's Bear doing? Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. You see Hare's house? There in the, I think he lives under the ground. There's the top of the hole there, and then he lives down here with his family. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. The children were hungry. The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something, Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. They have lots of children, don't they? The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. Hello, Bear. Wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea. Bear opened one eye and grunted. We can be business partners, Hare said. All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep. Huh? Said Bear. Do you think this sounds like a good plan? So what will it be, Bear? Asked Hare. The top half or the bottom half? It is up to you. Tops or bottoms? Let's see, Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half, Hare. Right. Tops. Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. So, Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family got to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear. You've got the tops and I've got the bottoms. What did Bear get? Hare and his family dug up all the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Was that fair? That was the deal. He gave them the tops, and he got the bottoms. Bear stared at his pile. But Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You chose the tops, Bear, Hare said. Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms. Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. So now Bear wants the bottoms because he did not like the fact that he only got all the green parts on top of the plants. Is Hare being fair? So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. There's Bear, sleeping. And now they're planting again. Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms, and Bear put the tops in his own pile. Look at Bear's pile. Uh-oh. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. Hare, you have cheated me again. But Bear, you wanted bottoms this time. Bear growled. You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms. You're right. Poor old Bear, sighed Hare. It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear. See, look, now all the roots were in the bottom, and all the plants that he grew this time grew on top. So let's look at back at our picture. All of these plants, the vegetable grows on the top, and Bear got the bottom, which is the root. And all of these plants, Bear got the top, which was the leaves, and Hare got the bottom, which was the vegetable. So Hare is pretty tricky. All right. So Hare went back to sleep. Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, and then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms." Do you think it'll be fair this time, or do you think Hare is still going to be tricky? There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tucked off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. That was the top and the bottom. And what part is he going to take? Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms, and I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear, it's a done deal. I think Bear's getting angry because he got tricked again. He took the middles. He took the good part in the middle and gave him the tops and bottoms. By now, Bear was wide awake. Oh, look. Here we go. That's it, Hare, he hollered. From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles. Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. Is that funny? And look, all the little baby hares have plenty to eat, and Mrs. Hare and Mr. Hare are happy. And who doesn't sleep anymore and does work? Bear. The end. Did you like that story? Tops and bottoms? It's kind of a silly story, isn't it? So, if you guys do any gardening today, I hope you are very fair about it and you can share the nice way with your family. And have a super good day.